Harbor's High Tide is criminally underrated as being one of Valorant's strongest abilities. It's long, tall, and handsome. But when you give it to the worst team in all of VCT, this blue giant is horrible. Round after round, Loud kept throwing up this stupid-ass wall, and it continuously cost them rounds. Did Pancada not form it correctly? Was it slowing their own team? Or does Riot need to buff this guy again? No, please don't do that. Harbor really is like S tier right now. Sometimes, playing Valorant sucks. But the issue with trying other games is that they're stupid expensive. That's why I buy all my AAA titles off ENEBA.com and save so much money. ENEBA is a rapidly growing digital marketplace for gamers offering a vast selection of products across various platforms, including PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. They have digital game cards, in-game currency, gift cards, software, and all available at competitive prices. And that includes Valorant gift cards, meaning you can get the new bundle for way cheaper. ENEBA's transactions are 100% secure, and they provide 24/7 customer support to make sure your experience is seamless. With over 40,000 digital products, an excellent Trustpilot score, and the hottest deals possible, what more could you want? So click my link in the description and pick up the game of your dreams for a discount today. If you've watched any of my recent short form content or follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I've been on the Harbor train since day one of their most recent buff. Having a smoke that only has 10 seconds of downtime, a 100-foot high tide which acts like placing all 3 of Brim's smokes at once that also slows enemies, a blind that gets info, and a ridiculously strong ult that allows him to anchor, retake, and fight? Yeah. Harbor's nuts. Now, as a disclaimer, this is pre-buff Harbor. My videos take months to produce. But that doesn't matter. With buffs or not, Loud would have fisted Cloud9 with their game plan and won their own map pick if they didn't use Harbor like idiots. On pistol, Cloud9 quickly split BS4, but had Zealous' detour in the elbow. From here, he was able to line up his fault line to catch where most players defend fish from.
It's around here. It's a rumble, and now that double dash, there's nowhere to run from. That one still Oxy will respect it. Zeppa's going to be played in off the back of it, but Verdi was able to claim a kill regardless before he got the hell out. Still,
both teams are even at 3 apiece, which led to an exciting retake.
Drone might clear him unless somebody ends up breaking it. It's a tag. Gonna have to go back to Cliffside here, but these shots are rattled. That's one to the dome. Darker not going down as a result of it. Zeppa, 45 health now, and the Dream left in that 1v2, but still very much winnable. Just has to play his cards right. Spot like this, position here, players are seen but noted on both sides here. And listen, he's weak as anything. We'll go down to it. Dart up and overhead. Big reveal, sticking towards it. Dart was broken. One of those shots, time! It's half earned onto that defuse, so it's in their hands.
That brings us to the anti-eco, and despite only having classics, Cloud9 are bum-rushing B. If Luxo and Darker aren't ready, they'll fall and give the offense a win condition. Who, by the way, should be prepared with Harbor slotted mid in their 2-1-2. He isn't the global controller that Astra is, so by placing him here, he can rotate fast, use his high tide, and flood out with his team. This is a lot stronger than you think. Round 14 begins with the offense slowly scaling B main, while Pancada smokes Top Cat with his Cove. With Chamber posted on the ramp and Astra on a nasty head glitch angle, how many do they get?
Yeah, go for 5-person hits.
It's on the eco. See what they can get done. Maybe even a plant if they're lucky. Double dash in.
The defense haven't pushed back, and there's attacker smokes all around them to close the distance. But have no fear. Bum-ba-da-dum. Harbor's here.
Dash in, fault line forwards. It is anarchy here towards the back, but Withering and the Storm trying to hold it all the way down. Luxo and Darker, they do their best. Darker might fall because of it, but Luxo surely has bought enough time at this point. Oh my god, ew.
It's only been 2 rounds, and we've already seen a large part of Loud's game plan. By having Harbor send out its high tide to cut whichever site the offense are hitting in half, it becomes impossible to fully flush. This water wall blocks every possible angle, especially now that it's longer and taller, and you'll get slowed if you decide to push it. Despite Cloud9 making it up to site, they still had to force through this giant wall, and Pancada was able to flood in to help his team. On this map, normally offenses just slam sites because there aren't really a lot of spots that the defense can anchor from. But Harbor makes that hard. If Cloud9 want to just go A or B, they need to take this guy out in mid first. Last round, Cloud9 saw Chamber, Astra, and Harbor B, so it's time to go A. It's not a bad idea either, because Loud are still in their 2-1-2 setup. Can Harbor get here in time to help these guys? Well, the round begins with Mikata smoking Top Cat and both teams trading a shock for a recon on A. Once main's been revealed that no one's there, the attackers slowly start to scale. But look at Luke Show! No one is B! Collins and darts to confirm their suspicions, and it instantly gets broken. Pile on the fact that no one's mid, and the offense have to be going A. Maybe you should start rotating, or maybe crossing over so you could lean towards A? Cloud9 pullback is starting to get closer, and despite not receiving contact anywhere else, Pancata still isn't moving. Why? I don't know. Zeppa activates his all-drone, Counts tries shocking him, Oxy dashes, and the defense drone too. But because it's too late and Verdi has no help, he backs off and gives up sight. Which, when you're playing Harbor, isn't that bad, because playing retake is his specialty. His high tide allows you to segment sight in such a way that it makes most spots unplayable for the offense. You cut off the planning area, cove on the spike, tap, and the offense have to peek or come swing you through a wall that slows them down. Otherwise, they'll never know if you're off. Harbor's kit on retake is really similar to Astra's Cosmic Divide. If Harbor's alive, playing offsite just isn't an option. Oh, and by the way, the defense have Astra's ult. So Loud group into spawn, and as Zelsis plans, Pancata throws up his high tide. Dude, no one's really using it. Your whole team is in spawn. Verdi could have used this wall like 10 seconds ago. Weird. Oxy and Penny partner up with their interceptor and prepare to combat Loud's retake.
It's a weird Harbor wall coming through. It just segments two of the players.
Let's them into backside though. That's the thing here. Loud can start to flood in.
I don't think Oxy Penny will let him in.
We'll see what they can do here. There's a lot of utilities going to be dropped down in there. Laps the Hunter's Fury as well to really help them out. They were in a pickle, they were in a bind, but Oxy, oh my, that is sharp, man. Sets him up too.
But first off, I know Zeppa's Harness Fury made things hard, but what was that spacing? And second, without his ult, Harbor's a fantastic retaker flood agent thanks to his high tide. And Pancata did neither last round. Instead, he got zero value out of his hydration wall. Had Verdi been backside trying to hold out, then yeah, I get it. But he wasn't. And you could have rotated sooner to send that thing in time. Whatever, it was the bonus, so it's not that big of a deal. And now both teams are on full buys, and Loud have invested into an op. In their identical 2-1-2 spread, Sova hopes to help Chamber get on the line and rotate to stack elsewhere. If Luke Show ever gets pushed back, Pancata should be here in time to provide him cover. And I hope he's ready, because Cloud9 are slamming A again. But hold on, they aren't stupid, and recognize that the defense have money for an op. So they start the round by using Vito's interceptor to prevent Collinson from helping Luke Show. Cloud9 then pin a recon deep, pull back a star, Luke Show is tanking scans, so Zelsis flashes. Chamber's falling back! Pancata, he needs help!
Respect it. Space rapidly taken. That fault line as well is picture perfect again. That stun towards the back, but Oxy forced to just refract back and away.
Oxy was one step away from finding the first blood. But God gave Luke Show a second chance as Cloud9's waylay TP'd away. Luke Show stuck around for a second to try and get one, and his trademark has slowed the offense down. But now Chamber's gotten out safely, and... Pancata! What are you doing with this wall?
It's awkward for the team to really get a foothold into this one, but Penny's got walkabouts.
Cloud9 just walked through! That high tide's actually helping the offense get a safe plant off. Zeppa is running into heaven knowing that Loud won't swing through their own high tide, and Oxy's going up there too since he won't get peeked from backside.
Popping up towards the top, that's a big reveal and a hinder on top of it, Oxy.
When did you want to rotate and use your wall, dude? When Luke Show first got pushed back, you saw Vito, Sova, Breach, and you still didn't shift over? And I'm not asking you to plan A, your wall is long enough to reach sight from gap. Instead, you threw it 5 minutes after your chamber got off site, and it helped Cloud9 take heaven. And now you have to save! The Loud have only lost 2 rounds, so they're still in the same setup, and I think Cloud9 want to keep slamming sites until Loud can prove that they can hold them. But with the way Pancata is leaned B, I don't think Loud could even hold their own dicks. This round begins with an immediate shot from Collinson, but Cloud9 cruise by and send out their owl drone. It clears all the main and finds Collinson, who is baiting for Verdi.
Again, that due diligence just in case Luke Show was playing there. Now we see it, ult popped off, but clearance off onto that one angle.
Cloud9's plan was to use their drone to help Oxy and Zelsis aim their Convergent Paths fault line combo. But they didn't account for anything else. Verdi's gotten out, and from across the map, Pancata has sent a site smoke to help hold backside. Nice! It's not as good as a wall, but at least it's here in time. It'll stall the attack. Wait, why are we coming out of spawn?
Gets his team back in with a pick like that. It could be much better. Oh, Verdi's not stopping, not anytime soon. Vic steps up to the challenge anyway. Penny.
If our plan is to flood, then use your dumbass wall! They could have been swung from bridge, top side, or the right. Why not use your wall now after throwing away the past 3 rounds? Without anyone playing under heaven behind the cove, which Townsend could have dropped down and used, Verdi and Pancata just got pinched. It's a 3 versus 3, and Darker still has his Cosmic Divide to retake. Meaning Cloud9 still should be on site to contest that ult and give Loud the fights that they want.
He used his recon, so this plant's going to go down fairly uncontested here if Vic commits to it. And he might have waited too long.
Yeah, he was, I think, trying to pull out some of that util, but trying to hold this one down. What a shot by Luke Shaw.
God, he's so good.
Only got the headhunter to work with, and the shot's just going wide. Penny matters into his own hands.
After both sides showed themselves in spawn and top site, each team wanted to reposition to heaven, but Penny had the better weapon. Unlucky. But this 3-round loss streak has forced Loud to take a timeout. Bro, Harbor, your teammates need your wall, man! What are you doing?
Water refreshing.
Coming out of their timeout, Loud have accepted the fact that Pancata's high tide is useless. They can't use it to flood, retake, stall, or do anything. So I think their coach told them to fight for main after Cloud9 finished their initial default. It should take the attackers by surprise because Loud have given it up every round so far. The offense intercepted, recon, and pulled back a star, but then it was Loud's turn.
All 5 from C9 in the same spot.
Evolution. Drone. Verdi just disrespecting. We're going to hold it down, but that is a gate crash that's going to be working its way out. What a shot, still overstaying himself. Really feeling like they need to fight over A main control.
Is satisfied with going up a number, Townsend retreated to heaven, where eventually his teammates joined him and Cloud9 leaked out of main. And despite none of his teammates being on site, Pancata burned his wall. What is wrong with you? Whatever. Cloud9 were down, tried pushing spawn, Chamber said no, tried pushing heaven, Sova said no, tried pushing heaven again, and Pancata said no. And now because Loud have changed their playstyle to be more aggressive, Cloud9 took a timeout. Now, I'm assuming that the offense just planned on continually hitting sites because Harbor has horrible stopping power. And only if the defense could prove that they could stop their hits, then they would start defaulting. Based off last round, Loud have proved it. Sorta. Good enough at least, because this round, Cloud9 are pressuring mid first in their 1-4. But I think Loud are expecting the offense to slow it down. Because for the first time this game, Loud are positioned in a 1-2-2 where they'll retake B, Chamber and Yoru push down and fight mid, and stall on A with this star. Which should do the same-ish job as Harbor's high tide. Only that this smoke will actually be here. This round starts with the defense's signature top cat cove and early shock, to which the offense respond by lobbing their chokehold for books and pulling back their gap star to protect the trip. And now we can't see it without a replay system for pro games. But while Luke Shaw is walking down mid to break this thing, Townsend's recon gets snapped in main. And with their mid space stolen, the offense want to make up for it by rushing into A. Zeppo releases Eldrone, Vic pulls back his star so the bot doesn't get broken, and they spot Darker on top site. Both players fall.
In that direction instead.
Big tag, Oxy wants to try and send it now. Smoke blossoms up towards heaven.
That's nice from Oxy.
While having this big bubble is great, it doesn't provide the same cover that Harbor's high tide would. Darker runs the risk of being peeked from top site, bridge, or someone like Oxy could run through that smoke. So both defenders have decided to completely retake site, which is the right move. Loud have 3 big ultimates that should make doing so a piece of cake. Wait, okay, now they only have 2 because Townsend wanted to try and kill the planner and not wait for his Yoru's dimensional drift for some reason. I mean, his ult makes sure you don't miss. Whatever, at least he tags 2 and did some major damage. And now, as most of the defense group, Luke Shaw and Verdi have elected to flank. But to boast of their post plant, Vic lays out his Cosmic Divide right before Verdi enters his dimensional drift. It slices A main in half! And with that Yoru ult, Loud are waiting for Verdi's intel before coming out of spawn.
Now you're allowed continue to apply pressure to deny.
Next wave of things here. His ult popped off onto either side. Cosmic Divide, Dimensional Drift looking to clear most of the way. Zelsis knows that there's players perhaps encroaching upon that territory, going for it.
Cloud9 are being flanked, but have also gotten one in spawn. But don't worry everybody, calm down. Pancata has used his high tide. Refreshing. The attackers recognize that they're being crunched from A main, heaven, and spawn. So they walk through the water and are chasing Townsend.
It's Cloud9's job now. No hesitation. They push forwards. They realize they've got to lay claim to most of this space where the flank is compromised. They do so with glee, but the spike is not planted for them. Job's not finished here, but players are just wading right out into the open. As the smokes fade away, Penny is just dominating, decimating the opposition. Luke Show trying to run rings around them now. It's just one player though, one man, what can he do? Tap, forcing out a util up towards the road. Penny locks in.
Imagine Pancada saved his wall for when C9 pushed spawn. He'd be able to flip the map! With this one ability, he could have smoked heaven, left side of sight, top side shutting out spawn peaks, bridge, and be able to save his cove to protect the diffuser. Cloud9 would have been shut out of the round, but instead Pancada just did this again. Now, if you love watching me crash out, then you can see me do it all the time live on stream. Yep. Can we smoke it? Like,
countermeasure broken.
Like, what are we doing in lamps? Just touching our dicks? So if my trip breaks right away, I think we just gotta smoke short right away too.
What's going on?
Yeah, did I not smoke it? Yes or no?
It was like 3 years late. I peeked and there's 4 guys looking at me that are right here.
Hey, maybe don't peek after they just saw you.
Well, I was trying to peek off my trip. I thought maybe the trip going off would be a good signal to smoke it while you're sitting in your hall not holding anything. At twitch.tv/teetsTV, I host watch parties, I'm all in ranked, and break down matches in real time. I go live almost every day and would love to answer all of your questions or just meet you guys. The link in the description. Loud were knocked onto a save where Chamber and Harbor fought mid while these 3 pushed A. Cloud9 decided to pressure B and took it again without a problem. But look at Pancada! As the offense are executing, he throws out his wall, which does absolutely nothing! Like, Asher already has a site smoke down. Without your wall, how is your team supposed to get out from spawn? I mean, this guy is a world champion! Oh, man. And the funniest part is when Loud eventually do group up spawn to come out, his wall drops as soon as they turn the corner. They caught Penny being a traffic cone out in the open, but with a bunch of sheriffs and no more high tide, this retake was over from the start.
Team working with really just the pistols, blind in your face. This is getting awkward, and now Rolling Thunder is feeling a bit dicey. That's going to relieve some of the pressure for these Cloud9 players up onto the site, especially when they've lost a few players in these trades. Okay, eventually toppling and going away of Cloud9. It's Vic locking this one down. Oxy twisting and turning, looking for the appropriate sight lines and angles, and Pancada no choice but to just give his life away to the spike here. Doesn't want to feed the beast, and the ultimates keep them moving.
Yeah, C9's comp looks really dangerous when the ults are online. So you want to try to minimize that as much as you possibly can. Loud.
The game is now tied, and Loud has a new setup that might involve their Harbor actually being useful. In their 1-1-3, Chamber's position to get one and get to another off angle where he should bag a second. And if he's taking contact twice, the offense should be going B. Meaning Pancada can use his wall right for once and flood in to help his Chamber. Then on A, 3 are here to bunker down, but Yuri sent a gate crash towards B, meaning Loud should have stacks on either site. And this new setup is being put to the test as all 5 Cloud9 members are barreling at them. Pancada Cove's top cat. Has this ever accomplished anything? When are we going to stop throwing it? But the offense bounce a trip deep, pull back a star, fault line, drone, recon.
Expectations are heavy now onto Luke's show. Drone, he hears it, double dash forwards onto Oxy. What is that? Up towards the high ground. No one watching for it. Luke's show.
Now that's a side hold. A Chamber took contact, Harbor's wall went up, and Cloud9 were shut out. Why can't we do this every round? Oh, whatever. But now what do Cloud9 do? Go back? I mean, they're already committed. But most of Loud are here.
Availability for the rest of Loud to get involved into the action. Stalemate. Called for shock darts raining down in through the back in a fight to be taken off the back of that flash. Vic sidestepping, but from on high, Verti.
I think by now Cloud9 have completely figured out Loud's game plan. Anchor or fight the sides as much as possible while Harbor patrols mid and is the first responder to either side with his high tide. Because on round 22, they started in a 1-1-3 where a bulk of the offense defaulted A main pretty hard while Vito tripped mid and Astra patrolled B. But the offense didn't commit yet. They were waiting on a reaction from the defense, and if there was none, Harbor was probably top mid. Once the attackers took A main, they waited for a response from Loud, then started reclearing the space with their drone, so Oxy dashed out and up into the air so Breach and Sova could accurately aim their Fault Line and Hunter's Fury combo. It didn't find any kills, but it did bait Bancada out from Fish, and Vic capitalized. Then without their Harbor, Loud decided to have their Chamber in his trip hold B, leave midweek, while a 3-stack stayed A. Lucky for them, that's where Cloud9 wanted to end after cutting noise again. Loud didn't bite on the fact that the offense could have left with this lack of sound.
A lot of damage done to Darker. Playing at close quarters here. Blind up and over towards the top here. Saturate alongside it, but as that smoke dissipates, the recall still. It's ground gained. Oxy is the one to lead the charge for his team. Sidestepping, but does he expect it? Not quite. Oxy.
Then on the following round, Oxy felt safe to fly into vents behind Zeppa's recon and split A with his convergent paths. Eventually he got stuffed in there, but Cloud9 made it through main, pushed spawn, caught Loud off guard, and forced Luke Show to save. And now after starting this half down 9-5, the attackers have clawed their way back into this game and are now forcing match point. Well, choking leads like that are pretty possible when one of your teammates wastes their abilities every round. Now to win the game, Cloud9 have one of the dirtiest 2-person fakes in store while everyone else contacts up mid. Now Loud do have a 3-stack on A, but nothing in mid. Maybe Cloud9 want to catch Harbor rotating and then run it down B? But he's on A, Chamber and Yoru are pushing down ramp because they can TP out, and there's only a trip in Fish. This fake should work, unless Pancada's ult has anything to say about it. The round starts fast with a Cove. No, seriously, when has this thing ever gotten value? For top mid, the attacker sprint, interceptor, recon, but the defense popped their first smoke. That isn't going to stop Waylay. The dart's giving her the green light to hop in and prepare for takeoff.
Yeah, this is super different.
Cosmic Divide. A fake it
to
just
a
like
mid-push.
a safe plan, but Hams Oxy commits to it. He didn't have to worry about the sidelines and the bullet tracers. He can follow them and lead it all the way home.
This was supposed to be the fake.
2 wrapped out. Oxy wasn't supposed to get all this done. Pancada.
Cloud9 used their Cosmic Divide to cut off all information from the defense. And Oxy's lightspeed kept Loud from pushing through. Cowanson was ready to dart for info and snuff out the fake, but got punished. And Pancada's Reckoning tagged too, but Oxy used the Astra ult to line up his bullets despite being nearsighted. This play has obviously opened up the map for the offense, and Cloud9 have safely made it up to Fish. Penny hears Luxor running, he falls, and now Loud have to retake an entire half of the map. Maybe even more now that they're rotating through spawn. Cloud9 could be anywhere! But with Verdi's Dimensional Drift, he can clear a lot of them out. This round is still winnable. He enters it, clears spawn and backside as best he can, spots sight, and then Sova! So he comes out and tries to fight, but can't with this annoying-ass sight smoke. And now if Pancada can come over and cover the spot— Why are we using our Cove to smoke the choke?
Fading away. Gives him access towards the back of the side again, but there are so many layers to remove here. Peel back away from Cloud9 for them. It's an inevitability. They've locked this one down. The spike is ticking. Time pressure mounting. Smokes in your face. A tap to pull out. The pull, but it matters not. It's the IGL Zelsis.
By placing your Cove on the spike, you can tap it, bait off the suck, go for it again, but this time activate the armor. The offense have to peek to get you off. You kill them. How is this so hard for a world champion to understand? Man, I miss Prime Loud. They looked so good in this video. Watch it and it'll bring you back to the good old days of Valorant.